My name is Haley Gochnour, and I just completed my internship with the Marriage and Family Studies Department. I was able to do my internship with Brother Michael Williams, and I did it on marriage and family therapy, so it was very interesting. So this is just an overview of my internship. How I found the internship: I took classes from Michael Williams when he was teaching here. I was very engaged in discussion. I was very outspoken. I answered questions, and he knew who I was because I was very outspoken and engaged. I was approached by someone who is also in the program about doing a course in the community for emotionally focused couples therapy. Just with couples in the community. So a friend approached me with this idea, and then we talked to Brother Williams about the idea, and I asked him if I could use doing this for my internship, creating this course for my internship. And then we brainstormed ideas of different ways we could develop this course and teach this course, and what we wanted to teach and what resources we wanted to use. One of the biggest problems we ran into was that we wanted to develop an emotionally focused couples therapy course to teach to a group, not just an individual couple. So that was going to be one of our biggest challenges that we were looking forward to. My responsibilities: I had many responsibilities. At first, I was going to develop a course. Like I already said, I was going to develop a course on teaching emotionally focused couples therapy to couples in the Rexburg community, mostly based off of Sue Johnson's work. And so as Brother Williams and I were discussing what to do later, about 2 or 3 weeks into the internship, we decided to change it and develop an online program that was also based off of Sue Johnson's work, and develop this online program that couples could do as a supplement to therapy. So from then on out, my responsibilities were to develop an online program. I used many different resources, both to gather information and to develop the course. I read several books. I read Sue Johnson's book on becoming an emotionally focused marital therapist. I read The High Conflict Couple, and I read the Greenberg and Johnson article, which was very interesting and helped a lot with this. And then I also used different resources for developing this course. I used a program called Twine to put my course together and to map out the different things that we were looking at. And then I used PowerPoint to put it all together, make it look nice, and make it more emotionally, make it so that it was more emotional for those going through the course. So that was very interesting. I was able to discipline myself to make the time to do the research and to apply the research to my program. This internship was all about self-discipline and learning how to set aside certain hours on certain days to accomplish those things that I needed to. So that was also one of my biggest responsibilities, was disciplining myself. The benefits from the site: I worked from my apartment and from campus, so I didn't necessarily have a site that I went to. Working from my apartment had its perks. I could snack when I want. I could work in my pajamas. And working from campus was nice because on those days that I felt like I needed to get dressed up and such, I could go onto campus. And going onto campus was actually better because I was able to better discipline myself when I was on campus and set aside more specific hours that I would spend on campus. I met with Brother Williams at his office once every other week for a half hour. So that was just to go over for a half hour or an hour. Most of the time we met for about an hour. And that was just to go over what I was doing, what I was accomplishing, what I was learning. And so that's kind of that would count as a benefit from the site. I was able to see his counseling office and see the type of resources that he has in his therapy office that I could potentially once have. As I mentioned before, working from home is always kind of a plus. I was also doing things my own way, in my own way, sorry. I was doing things on my own, in my own way. And this was beneficial for me because then I was able to research those things that I wanted to research. And then when I met with Brother Williams, I was able to ask questions about those things that I researched and those things that I was learning and get clarification on the things that I needed to. So it was very, very interesting and beneficial for me. Learning the things that I wanted that I thought would benefit me and my career was also one of the benefits from this internship, because the things that I studied were particularly specific to marriage and family therapy, which is essentially what I want to do as a career. So that was very beneficial for me. Benefits from my experience, these are too many to count, but just a few, is I learned a lot about myself and my self-discipline. Self-discipline in this internship was a very hard thing for me to accomplish, but it's a very good thing to do that this internship offers. It's a very good part of the internship. I learned how to develop online courses. I'm hoping this is a skill. I'm not hoping, this is a skill that I have and that I will be able to use in the future and for my own therapy or to supplement other people's therapy. So that's a very interesting part of this internship that I really liked. I learned the benefit of online interactive programs to supplement therapy, because you can go to therapy and you can learn all these things, but until you are presented with this situation where you use these things, you're not going to understand them fully. So what we did is we developed this online interactive program where couples can go through and really, really understand the different thought processes and the different connections between different experiences. So it was really awesome. I learned to do research and the benefits of research. Doing research was a very big part of this internship because I had to study everything that I needed to know for developing this program. I also learned to apply research and my other skills to real life situations, which was awesome. One of the biggest things that I learned was that the difference between shame and guilt and how I can apply that to online programs. So that was definitely very interesting. My recommendation, you will learn invaluable things from Brother Williams. Brother Williams is brilliant, he is amazing, and he knows his stuff. And the thing that I love about Brother Williams is that he is so passionate about what he does and his therapy, that passion just rubs off onto you and makes you want to be a better therapist. So it's all very interesting. So if you're interested in that, I highly recommend this internship. However, if you are not very good at self-discipline, do not do this internship. You will have to set aside specific hours on specific days and isolate yourself completely in order to do this. And you will want to isolate yourself from both people and electronics, because you will want to be able to focus on this internship, which is very hard to do unless you have that self-discipline. But at the same time, you're going to want to use people, because in my internship, I was able to use people to go over my course and give me feedback, critique it, help me to understand what I can do better, and it was very helpful. So use people, just be sure that they're not distracting you from your work. To contact this, to do this internship, the contact information, if you just want to contact me, this is my email address and my phone number, and I will give you Brother Williams' information. I don't think he would appreciate me putting it out on the web like this, so that's why I'm not doing that. But if you contact me, I am more than happy to give you his information and lead you to a great internship that will help you very much if you plan to become a marriage and family therapist.